I've been having these quiet conversations with the members of Congress for the last 2 months. I'm tired of being quiet.
President Biden turning up the heat, urging U.S. lawmakers to take action on federal voting rights legislation.
Georgia is one of 19 states that passed laws last year that some say make it tougher for people of color to vote. And now President Biden says he supports killing the filibuster to get those bills passed. Our Rebecca Schramm is live at the state capitol. And Rebecca, people here in Georgia and across the country are going to be watching what happens in Washington in the course of the next few days.
Yeah, you're right, Gravir. And there's talk that the top Democrat in the U.S. Senate could hold a vote as soon as today, perhaps to try to put senators on the record as to where they stand. In the meantime, the man in charge of elections here in Georgia is defending our state's election laws. Let's start with the roadblocks that Democrats face right now in the U.S. Senate. That vote would be whether to undo the Senate's filibuster rule, requiring at least 60 votes to even debate certain legislation. Right now, 2 Democrats have been holding firm that they would vote against that. And without the rule change, there will be no vote on the federal voting rights legislation, one of those proposals restoring elements of the Voting Rights Act. The president's inability to change the minds of those 2 holdout Democrats has frustrated some voting rights leaders who skipped yesterday's presidential events. Here's some of what the president said about all of this, followed by Georgia Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger, who tried to counter Biden's message.
I've been having these quiet conversations with the members of Congress for the last 2 months. I'm tired of being quiet.
Make no mistake, this is an attempt to weaken election security under the guise of voting rights.
And Governor Brian Kemp also chimed in, saying Georgia's election laws make it easier to vote and harder to cheat, and that the federal laws would undermine Georgia's laws. We'll, of course, keep you posted on what happens in D.C. Live at the state capitol, Rebecca Schramm, CBS 46 News.